Welcome to Horticulture and Homes. I was watching videos the other day and I saw Katzcradul doing a video about her home canned goods. And I love to see people who can put away their garden's bounty, and I like to see the home canned products. I think they're so very beautiful. So I decided that I would pull out some of my home canned goods and show those to you today. Maybe inspire some people who maybe garden but don't do home canning to maybe start canning, or those of you who have just started to can, maybe this will give you a little bit of inspiration to continue on and delve into the subject of home canning and just can your heart out. It's very fun, and I think it's a very rewarding thing to do, particularly in the dead of winter when there's snow on the ground and it's very cold outside. It's wonderful to be able to reach into the pantry and pull out something and have a quick meal because you've cooked it at an earlier date. Or maybe to be able to have some of those garden fresh vegetables that you put away, and it just tastes so good in the middle of winter. The other thing that I like to do is to have things canned up so that they will make a quick meal for the summertime, because I'm so busy in the summertime with so many different projects. And particularly if you're putting up your vegetables and canning in the summer, you don't have time to prepare very many really nice meals. But if you have some home canned goods on the shelf, you can create some pretty tasty meals in just a few minutes. Now, I've been ill for a couple years, and we've had some family illness and a lot of things, so I don't have as many home canned goods as I might normally have. But I'm beginning to can again after several years of not doing so. And of course, we have the farmhouse, and we were working on that and bringing it into the 21st century and updating it. And then when we finished with that project, we took on a historical home. And so that's been keeping us very busy. And the historical home, this has been a restoration project and a house that's on the National Register. We went through a lot of hoops to do that and preserve this home. But anyway, let's get on to the home canned goods. Here on this mirrored tray, I have the things that were water bath canned. And then around the edge here, I have the items that were pressure canned. And typically, I would have things like green beans, salsa, different tomato products, dill pickles, and maybe even some sauerkraut. So I'm hoping to get some of that canned up this summer, because those are things I just don't have any of right now. So let's get on with it. Here we have some blackberry jam from our blackberries. That's really nice to have. It tastes really good. And I also wanted to point out the different jars. I have jars that were mine that I picked up over the years. Some were my mother's, some were my grandmother's, and it's really fun to be able to look at the different jars. Maybe sometime I can do a little episode on the jars and what they say. Some are ball perfect masons. This is a little square mason. Some of these shapes you've seen before, and some of the logos you've seen before, and some of these are much older. I have, the crown masons and a presto back there, and here's a square curve. Let's see, this is a square genuine mason. So I really enjoy looking at that. Maybe sometime we can all pull out our different canning jars and look at those and maybe find out how old they are and do a little research on them. But anyway, here's the lemon curd that I made recently. And then the onion relish that I made. I sent my husband to the store for 50 pounds of onions, presuming he would bring home yellow onions. And instead of having yellow onions, they had Texas sweet onions, because that was what was in season and that's what was inexpensive. So that's what I wound up with it. So I wound up canning some of that. Here I have some pickled green tomatoes. Something you can do with the last of the harvest before frost. And it's a lot like a dill pickle. There's dill in there and garlic. Then this is some apple butter. What's better than a biscuit with apple butter on it? Homemade biscuits, some melted butter, and a little apple butter. And here I have some pickled okra. This is some that I canned before I got sick. And you know, this is, if I picked this up in the grocery store, this is like $4. And that's just pretty expensive for pickled okra, so I pickle my own okra. Here I have blackberry syrup, and this was canned with a Tattler lid. This is a reusable lid, something that I became familiar with about 1.5 years ago. I don't know why it had escaped me all those years, but I had not seen these before then. So I've started to use these and experiment with them to see just how reusable they are. You should be able to use them about 20 times before needing to replace the rubber gasket. So after they've been used 4 or 5 times, I think about 5 times, they pay for themselves. But they are very expensive to purchase to begin with. Here I have canned tomato juice. Then with the pressure canned items, I have things such as, this was chopped up raw chicken. This was a raw pack that I did. And there's taco seasoning in there. So this is all ready for tacos. So in the summertime, this can make a quick meal. Then here I have, this is my chicken pot pie mix. All I need is a pie crust, and this is ready to go. Another fast and quick meal. These are my glazed carrots. I did a video on these about 2 months ago. Is when I canned these, so you can check that video out if you like. And this is raw packed chicken breast that has been chunked up, and this is good a lot of different ways, particularly with chicken salad, or to put over a green salad in the summertime. I can use this and make a lot of quick meals with this particular canned good. And then of course, when I cook my chicken, sometimes I'll cook large pots of chicken to get chicken stock and can the stock. This is the chicken stock that I canned, and then I can make chicken and dumplings and other things with the chicken. How often is it that you buy store-bought chicken broth that has this depth of color and flavor, and there's no fat in this? I mean, I was able to refrigerate my stock and pull all of that fat off of the top. And so this is very low calorie and it tastes better. And here I have chili, and this makes a great summer meal. I heat this, pour this over cooked spaghetti, add some shredded cheddar cheese. I like sharp cheddar cheese on there, and some chopped onion, and this makes a dinner of chili spaghetti that my whole family loves. And then last here I have raw packed chunked pork loin, and this makes a very nice product too. There's not very much fat in there, and this is ready to go. I can do barbecue with this. I can do make like a chicken salad, only use the pork. A lot of different things I can do with this and make it quick. I'm hoping some of you that are have been canning for a long time, that you'll pull out some of your canned goods and do the same type of video, and maybe do a video response and link that here, or to Katzcradul, so we can have some wonderful pantry items to look at. And those of us who have been canning for a while, it gives us inspiration to look and see what other people have done, or to even enter our products into state and county fairs and things of that nature. So maybe we'll see some of that going on this summer. Who knows? Well, thanks for tuning in, and maybe I'll do a little pantry episode here soon too. Talk to you later.